How's it going, folks? So the band Grimgotts is back with a brand new single here called Ancient Voices. Hear Them Calling. And they also have a new album on the way, too, in the works. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm excited to check this song out and see what these fellas have been up to. And without further ado, let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go. Fun song, it really it just gets going right off the rip, right there in the beginning. I mean, it just starts right up, But I love the music, and the little fun little things they did, especially there in the beginning, in the background, and the music itself. It just has a real nice fantasy, magical feel to it. Really soaring and just taking you on an adventure. And, I just enjoyed that a lot. And there was like a couple different guitar solos in here. And they were also really, really great and went with the music and the theme and the feel really, really well. So I enjoyed that also a lot. But yeah, just the orchestral arrangements, the symphonic elements, really, really well done. Really, gives that grand scope to the song and again, just contributes to that magical, fantastical kind of feel. And, that was just really, really enjoyable and arranged really, really well. So, yeah, really solid stuff there with the orchestral and symphonic elements. The guitar work was really solid as well. You had that nice, just rhythmic guitar riffs that were kind of driving the song forward, giving it that little bit of a speedy element to it, keeping that tempo up, and the drums doing the same thing. A really solid job of just, propelling the song forward and giving it that rhythmic feel, while the symphonics, the orchestral arrangements are just really soaring and taking the song to another level, to a grand scope and feel, while you're kind of vibing with the rhythmic guitars and all that and the tempo of the song. So it all worked together really, really well to have a nice sense of speed, like you're galloping along through the song, but also, in this soaring atmosphere, almost as if like you're like on a horse and you're galloping through this magical land, so it's like the horse is kind of like the guitars and the drums and those elements, and then the symphonic elements are kind of painting the picture of this fantastical, magical world that you're galloping through. So, it really sets the scene and, carries the listener through that world that's created in the song. So really well done musically as far as that goes. I enjoyed it a lot. The vocals, really solid vocals to be expected. And, does a great job of, delivering the lines and matching the scope of the song. You have some nice range in there. And then, towards the end, when you get that final chorus, you have a little bit more added to the delivery of the lines just to kind of really all culminate the song in the grand, final chorus and all that good stuff. I also like that spoken section. That also, anytime you have a song that is kind of like a fantastical power metal type of song, and then you add like a section of kind of like a spoken word in there, it really adds to the novel, like book style form, like a fantasy book or film or something like that. It just really contributes to that feeling and just adds to the fantasy element. So that was really well done as well. The only thing really, with the song, if I had to nitpick, is there really wasn't a clear distinction between like the verses and the chorus. Like, it's clear what the chorus was. It becomes clear. It takes a while just to even get to that first chorus. But then, it's repeated later and all that stuff. So it becomes evident what the intended chorus is. But as far as the melody goes and the delivery of the lyrics, it is very, very similar, so it just all kind of blends together, as opposed to you having like the verses that are kind of building up to the chorus and all that stuff. And then you have the chorus, which kind of, really jumps out of the song. It just really, has an impact of like, oh man, yeah, here's the chorus, and then you kind of go back into the verses, and then boom, you have the chorus again. It all just kind of blended together, and I would have liked the chorus to have been a little bit more distinct, to stand out a little bit more from the verses, so it just really popped, and it just that would have enhanced the song, I think, a bit more if the chorus just differentiated itself more from the verses instead of really kind of having a similar feel, similar delivery, similar melody. It just all kind of blended together. So it's almost like you have just a long verse all the way through the song. And then in the chorus, it's emphasized a little bit more, but still, it just doesn't quite stand out enough from the verses. And so it just kind of runs together a little bit. So that's really my only critique of the song is it just, like, it doesn't take away too much from the song, because it's still a really well done song, and I like the melodies, and, the lyrics fit well within the song and the way they were delivered and all that stuff. But just runs together a little bit, and at the sake of repeating myself, it just, if the chorus just really stood out from the verses, I feel like it would have really enhanced the feeling of the song. And and so it just, as it's going, the music and everything is so dynamic and all of that, but then you have the lyrics just really kind of not having that same kind of dynamic, not having that kind of evolution throughout as you're going from verses to chorus to bridge to, all that good stuff. So, there's kind of that difference between the scope and feel and dynamic of the music compared to the somewhat just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the lyrics and stuff are like contained within a very small space all the way through from the verses to the chorus, instead of kind of having it kind of go and then jump, in the chorus and then kind of come back down and stuff. There's little movement between all of the lyrics throughout the song, or the vocal melody, what have you. So yeah, that's really the only thing. But aside from that, very fun song. It was very enjoyable to listen to, and like I said, the music was stellar. And I like the vocal melody, but a little bit more happening in there would have taken it to the next level, in my opinion. But anywho, I'm really looking forward to this album. It feels like it's been a long time coming. They've been releasing some singles for quite some time now, and just building up to this album. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what y'all think of this song. How does it stack up to some of the more recent singles that they've released? How much are you looking forward to the new album? Have you been a longtime fan of Grimgotts? Have you been listening to their albums for a while? Let's talk about it all in the comments below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.